Hey. Hello. Hi. Hello, world, internet. The people of the internet. Hear me out. Hi. How's it going? My name is Jeriah Archuleta, and I will be joined today by the one, the only E.
I'm here.
He's here.
Hello.
All right. Gonna do a little thing here. It's gotta. Okay, there we go. That should be better. I think I also might sound a little quiet here, actually.
Unfortunate. Everyone laugh at Jeriah for being quiet. Hee hee hoo hoo.
Man, that's the last thing I needed right now. Alright, yeah, I'm a little quiet. I'm gonna turn myself up a little bit.
Sam says you sound good. Too bad, Sam. We've been having an issue actually where our game audio has been way too loud, so we're kind of being more careful about a lot of that. Jackbox was really bad for that, though you could still understand us, luckily.
You could barely understand us. Just enough.
Just enough for the clip I made is understandable and still hilarious.
Yeah, it turns out I know the exact opposite of everybody though, so that's nice. All right. So, last time on Kentucky Route Zero, E was getting tired and I was getting pretty tired. My voice was dying out on me. So we were like, hey, let's maybe stop for a little bit, you know? So that's what we did. We stopped for a little bit.
And we never picked it up.
And we never went back to it on foot. No. And so here we are back again. So we're going to complete Act 3. The pre-Act 4 thing. Hopefully it's not fucking garbage. And then Act 4.
And then we win.
And then you know what? If I'm feeling cool enough, if I'm feeling real cool, or if I'm just way into it or something, I might just continue to Act 5. We'll see what's up. We'll see how Act 4 treats us. But
we'll see if he dies from Act 4.
Yeah. I guess I should show you guys the gameplay. You're gonna be selfish that way. Bam. Hey, there's some gameplay.
So it looks like we're in the capital of Kentucky right now, right?
Yeah. More fire than you expect, actually. All right, looks like I'm in the middle of a conversation. I believe you, E, were Shannon.
This what was that about Lula? Maybe Don knows how to clear it up a bit.
I wasn't prepared to do my part.
Don't worry, you didn't have one.
Oh yeah, okay, good. That's good.
You have to go find Donald.
What about Goofy?
Oh,
what?
That was probably just on my end, don't worry.
Oh, okay. Look at this fire. A pile of discarded electronics burns steadily in the center of the chamber.
They're all ET Atari cartridges.
Oh, and then there's this conversation with Amy that I ignored last time that I should probably go ahead and do. A woman in a tattered cardigan looks furtively at the other people around the fire. Oh. Can I have a conversation?
Just looking at her.
Yep, just looking at her. Oh, hey, there's the Donald, though. I'm gonna move my screen.
I got this one.
You got Donald? All right.
Yeah. There he is.
Perfect.
That was Donald.
Do you remember your Junebug voice?
No, it was probably slightly southern, like all the voices.
It was pretty fucked up. The Junebug's the
Or
little
was
kid.
it the... Oh. Pretty busted. It wasn't that, but...
It's close, it's close.
These are two great characters. Talk to each other.
This is Oscar-worthy VO over here. Uh,
All right, I have to stop there.
yeah, man, that's gonna kill your throat already. My goodness.
The birds in the forest can flock 3 dimensions. Bats can learn to sing. Yeah, wasn't the Golden Globes like last week?
Last night, actually, very specifically last night.
Well, that's technically last week.
No, that's been this week still. Today's Wednesday, so Tuesday's still the same week.
No, if you like say last week's till last Wednesday.
But that would be this week still.
Because it would be the 7th day of last week, if you start out Wednesday.
Oh, that's what you're saying is the beginning of the week is a Wednesday?
Yeah. The day began to crumble. The strangers came. At first, we only heard them walking heavily through the caves, dragging things around, hammering and clattering the tools. Sometimes we heard working songs, never close enough to make out real voices, just their echoing cascading the walls of the wall. Maybe caught a glimpse of one.
What did they look like?
They look like... No, it's too horrible. I shouldn't be telling you about this. They're dangerous. They're strange. I should have never tried to outwit there. They were always too much for me. It's too late to now. If I listen to Lula, Lula Chamberlain? Yes, of course. Oh, do you know her?
How do you know her?
It was a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. All this, you see, just look at it. No, she's gone now. She left. We built this together, you know? Lula, Joseph, and I. Lula's gone from here, but... still
Donald
in
points
there.
across the cave with his pipe.
Damn it, I should have did an Scrooge McDuck voice. Still in there in Xanadu. I don't know where Lula is now, or how to get from there, or how to unwind that damn tangled highway. But Xanadu, before it ruined, was a faultless as an oracle, a shrine of perfect simulation. I'm like almost doing fucking Seinfeld.
Yeah, it's almost Seinfeld, almost Mickey.
Until, but maybe. What's the deal with Goofy? Those winter interlopers destroyed my Xanadu. Perhaps they know how to fix it. It may be dangerous. I've spent many eager seconds to negotiate them, to repair my masterpiece. Back there, that tunnel pushes back the vines, crawl out the darkness, watch your step. After a while, you'll feel terrain change beneath your hands and knees. From a rock to crystal, then to mud, then you'll be out. That's where the strangers come from. Now leave me alone. There's a bit of mold and pipe, and a few dreams left.
Actually reminds me of a joke that Carlos, who's been on one episode of the podcast, said at one point. I think it was a TikTok, but I'm going to say it anyway. Oh, Act 3, Scene 7. So, Mickey, you're telling me that you want to get a divorce from Minnie because she's extremely silly? No! I said she's fucking goofy! Which is... it's pretty good.
I like you say that's from a TikTok. That joke is probably like 40 to 50 years old now.
Well, I don't know, man. Do I look like I'm 40 or 50 years old? Okay.
You act like it sometimes.
Yeah, well, my bones hurt and I cry.
King Mark says, yeah, you do.
Well, that's just cool.
I remember there was like a AMA with a bunch of people who played the actors in the Disney suits in Disney World.
Yeah.
And he said like one of the most annoying things is how many people tried to tell him that joke because he was the Mickey guy. He said usually like he could just stop him if he just like, oh yeah, whatever.
Right.
But like there was one guy who was just adamant about telling him the joke.
It's like, no, you don't get it. It's very funny. You've never heard it.
Yeah.
That's Yui.
Is it?
Yeah, Shannon.
Oh, I was looking at the choices. Like, what? Well, this can't be right. Looks like an old church.
It's muddy.
Yeah, that's what he said. Crystals and mud. Fuck.
Was that Ezra? That was
I
probably
think
Ezra.
so.
Oh, who was Ezra, man? Fuck. Shit. Who was Ezra? Was Ezra the kid?
No, is there the kid?
Ezra is the kid. And Junebug was part of the couple.
Wait.
Why? I don't know if it came up on stream, but it definitely did not come up from me. I kind of heard you trying to say a thing, and it was total mute.
All right, got it. That one can't work then. I think I saw it later. That one come up better?
Yep. Heard that one for sure. Yeah, I think, Junebug, I had Junebug. Yep, I remember now. I'll stay with him.
Okay, we'll make it quick.
Oh my gosh. I guess just look at all the things.
Fog.
An epitaph is engraved on the stone grave marker. Jake Cornett, generous disposition, will be missed. Below the inscription, a note is written in white chalk. Chalk HT 8191-T. Fill date June 29th. Notes of almonds. Wait, what? Notes of
He
almonds.
died of a nut allergy.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, if you were, a cannibal and somebody ate, a bunch of nuts, is that, that'd be good? That'd be, a great flavor, probably? Probably would be.
I mean, you probably couldn't eat their stomach.
Why not?
Oh, wait. You mean you eat the person who ate the nuts?
Yeah, no, you don't have a nut
And
allergy
died.
and then eat somebody who ate
Oh,
nuts.
I thought you meant you have the nut allergy, but you have to, eat the person with the nuts. What? I thought it was, a hypothetical.
No, I mean, that's a better question. Your question's much better than mine.
Just would it taste good? I don't know, dude. I assume that nuts stay in you a while.
Yeah, probably, right? I don't know how digestion works. An epitaph is
Do you have
engraved.
any stomachologists in the chat?
Yeah, if there's a stomachologizer, just let us know. An epitaph is engraved on the stone grave marker. Niall Moody and Anissa Espinosa. We think you two would really have liked each other. Below the inscription.
So they buried them together?
Yeah, apparently.
That's fucked up.
HT-8192-B. Fill date July 24th. Weird finish. These corpses are like a fine wine. Michael Palin. Always had a far-off look. Probably still does.
So he
Note
took
is
his
written,
eyes.
HT-8192-E. Fill date August 1st. Aftertaste of rainwater.
Someone has been eating them.
Something's going on here. Zafoon, good evening. Hello, welcome. Zafoon says, what's this about eating stomach?
I was wondering if it would taste good if you ate someone who died of a nut allergy and ate it like an almond.
Yeah, hashtag cannibal thoughts, probably. I don't know. I don't know what Army Hammer's up to these days. Engraving, Kyle Rodolfo or Mandy J. Watson. Wait, or? What? HT-8192-N. Fill date September 9th. Sweet and fungal. Ew.
They didn't even write, information.
No. Epitaph. Sam Crisp would have wanted it this way.
Would have wanted to be dead.
HT-8192-Q. Fill date September 9th. Maple/turpentine. Doesn't seem like a good combo. Seems like a very sweet, poisony flavor. Epitaph on this one. There's a lot of graves here. Mercedes Burnside should have said
Mercedes
something.
Benz.
HT-8192-X. Filled date November 1st. Sense of foreboding. These all seem like deaths that you would get in Trivia Murder Party. Unknown. Seemed reasonable. That's what I want on my gravestone. Seemed reasonable. I don't know. Fine enough. HT-8192-Y, filled 8 November 2nd. Easy on the nose. Let's talk to some Junebug. Find any lizards?
I can't. It's not coming up when I do that.
It's not at all.
Try to think of any other voice.
Give me whatever voice you want, man. It's your voice. You do your thing.
One, but it went under a rock.
I like it. I like it. That's lizards for you. What do you want to say, E?
Do you have a family?
Well, I've got Johnny, the weird vector. Got you folks right now. Is that family? Let's call it what it is. Junebug and the people she surrounds herself with. See, it means something. It makes a claim. It's specific.
I want to be specific.
I think you are. It's the middle of the night and here you are in a graveyard. Any other kid your age would be in bed. You just gotta make choices and own them. You think I was born this foxy? I came off the assembly line about a half-foot shorter and all gray, no eyes. Also, I've definitely been voicing Junebug. I'm pretty sure with this voice, Junebug is a female. It's fine.
They just got a deep voice.
Yeah, identity is fluid. They were going to have us clearing out the old mine. Doesn't matter what you look like under all that rock and water. A bunch of gray shadows shoveling and hammering invisibly at the walls, draining the tunnels.
Also, Junebug's maybe a robot still?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Also, the Zora? Yeah, the Zora in chat says best text game. It's real good so far. Really loving it. Johnny found some gear, an old tape player. We hid away in an underwater cave and listened to it over and over. And we knew we weren't minors. We slipped out into the road, just these two featureless shadows, and ever since that night we've been detailing, coloring in, specifying. I feel like more like myself every day. What you got, E?
Feel more like myself when it's just me and Julian.
Well, there. Now you're getting specific.
So, Zafoon, in terms of the very important thing we were discussing, says, that would be nuts. It would probably taste like bacon if you cooked it.
Yeah, I've heard.
And King Ark said, she to Batman?
She Batman?
Because of the voice I'm doing.
Oh, yeah.
Where is Bane?
Nope, wrong one. Where's, what's the fucking...
Where's Mr. Sandman?
What's the name of the character?
Where's the Joker?
No, it's where is she? Because he's going after her. You'll see eventually. Anyway, there you are. What'd you find in there?
It wasn't.
Hey, what's going on? You look flushed, old man. It doesn't matter.
Okay, we got what we need. Let's go. They saw death.
Yeah, probably. Act 3, Scene 8.
How does it decide these?
I don't know, man. Hall of the Mountain King.
They still have yet to play Hall of the Mountain King.
Can they? It's not. I think that's legal.
That's
right?
not copyrighted.
Yeah, it's just out there in the world.
It's public domain.
Yeah. Let's look at Andrew. A man wearing large glasses inspects the ceiling. Alright, let's look at Amy again. A woman in tattered cardigan looks furtively at the other people. Yeah, okay, that's still all the same. I guess let's talk to Donald again. Singing softly.
Race an orbit around the road and close your eyes for the holy dread. For one mold and whiskey fed, we drank from rivers below. We found your strangers. We know how to fix your damn machine, but I'm not sure if it was worth it. Oh, Soon the visions will return. What have you found? They say you need to scrape the mold off the timing crystal. But the mold... Of course, too much mold on the timing crystal would set the simulation adrift. Each moment lived out of sync. By all means, yes! Clean the timing crystal!
Okay, let's go find that timing crystal.
I don't know if it hampers your version of the story to hear me do a terrible Mickey Mouse Seinfeld.
You're all good. You follow the vision that you see in your head for this story.
I couldn't because half of it doesn't pick up. My gate's too strong.
It's true. Got a heavy gate there. Ooh, Dr. Roberta. I'll be Roberta, I guess.
Okay.
The kingdom is in peril. Well, what else is new? You want to be here, E?
I wasn't Ezra.
Yeah, you were. It's good.
Oh, you're right. Where's the kingdom? Where is it?
You're in the throne room. There are 3 legendary treasures hidden throughout the castle that will restore these ruins to their former glory.
What do they look like?
Very Batman dialogue, actually.
She's messing with you, kid.
Enchanted jewelry, talismans, a magic mirror that prevents the future, a magic shield that protects the bearer from age, a magic chest that's always filled with... I never went to the university. I was an independent scholar. It means I took to the public libraries like a beach bomber. I studied fairy tales. Beachcomber. That's very
That's
very different. Contextually, very different things, actually. And then I came to work for Donald. I paid the bills, rubbed leathering elbows with academics, scraped black mold from cave walls. Finally, now I carry the firewood into senescence. The kingdom is in peril. Okay.
I would like to note she listed 5 things when telling us the 3 things that are magic.
Some things are more magic than other things, man. I don't know what you want.
I want the chest that always fills with.
Yeah, with.
Do you see anything that looks like a timing crystal?
Yeah, right behind the control panel. It's filthy.
Right. We're supposed to scrape off this black moldy stuff.
Weird.
Just follow instructions. Here we go. Why is that weird?
I don't know.
We're supposed to clean it. Unheard of.
How dare they? Act 3, Scene 9.
How does it... so random.
Xanadu. Okay. This looks familiar.
Yeah, this is when it made weird noise.
Oh yeah, and it was like stupid loud.
Yeah, and we died.
Yeah. Xanadu.
Love that game.
It's a movie too, isn't it?
Probably. It's a real word.
Right, that makes sense.
I just know it's a NES game.
At the end of the road. Ooh. You about to play Myst?
Oh, dude, it's like a vector game. Why did vector graphics win out in the arcades?
Wait, did they or didn't they?
Why didn't they?
Very expensive to upkeep, from what I've heard.
I guess. There's like one vector console that I would really love to own if it wasn't like the most expensive thing in the world.
Wasn't it like, didn't it have like a weird screen to it or something? It's like
It had a
long.
normal screen. So, yeah, it was very portrait.
Yeah,
screen.
yeah. I remember seeing
And instead of color, they just put stuff on top of it.
yeah, fuck it, man. Who gives a shit? You are standing at the end of a road before a small brick building. Around you is a forest.
Check out the building.
Enter building.
Inside the building, you see a flask.
Inside building.
Is this the root sandstorm? What? That sounded really
Kind of sounds like Stargate too, a little bit.
Can you get ye the lamp?
You are inside a building, a storage shed for the National Park Service. There is a sensible, modern electric lantern nearby.
Get the lantern.
Get a lantern. Taken. Exit building. Enter forest. That's not something you can enter.
Get forest. Just type a direction.
North.
It sounds like you're right.
Yeah, a little bit. You are in open forest with a deep valley to one side.
Can we climb a tree?
Climb tree. I don't think much is to be achieved by that.
Boo.
Sorry.
Can we dig a hole?
Dig a hole. You can't see any such thing.
Such an old text thing.
Yeah.
Very limited vocabulary.
South. You're in forest. Hey, it's a maze. East? East. You're in forest. Lula is here, soldering replacement components in a small, handmade radio. I feel like we should talk to her.
Oh, you should talk to her.
Ask Lula how she is doing.
It's not...
I don't think... You have a lot of voices going on. I'll be Lula.
Alright.
Hi, Donald. I'm getting the strangest interference out here. I've been tuning the radio circuits gradually as we go, swapping capacitor values and tweaking resistor networks. It was working for a while, but everything I can pick up sounds so distant and muffled. Lula hands you the radio. Well, maybe you'll have better luck. You're good at this stuff. Just don't forget to give it back. East? East. You're in forest. Joseph is here, tapping with a small stylus on a modified pocket braille slate. A small gray kitten, no more than a few weeks old, dozes comfortably on top of his backpack. E.
Maybe he has something to say.
Listen. You be Josephine.
Donald, I was just transcribing your footsteps. Sounded like...
Joseph runs his finger along the index card he's been tapping on, from right to left.
Long, weary song, dearly gone, dearly gone. You beat a melancholy shuffle through these woods, Donald. Ha! I've been noting down the sounds of the forest with an ear for speech, an inborn filter for poetry, I suppose. So maybe it's me being melancholy after all. I'm eager to see what poetic subsystems make of these punched cards.
Let's go east again. Hey, let's go south. South. Nope, something. At
Edge of hole. We dug hole.
Finally, we dug hole. You are at the edge of a massive hole. The dirt gives way to rock as the ground sinks into darkness. The computer tied to your upper back slickens with sweat in the afternoon sun. The rope slung around your shoulder has slipped under the strap of your backpack, digging uncomfortably against your collar.
Yell in the hole first to see if there's pirates.
God, am I typing? Yell. I only understood you as far as wanting to yell. Yell, any pirates down there? No response.
Sorry, kid, you're batting 0 today.
At least we know there's no pirates.
Shine the lamp into the hole?
Light lamp. Your lamp is now on. Shine lamp and hole. The lamplight only reaches a few yards down the hole where the rock is coated in a slimy black mold. You can tell that the walls are too slick to climb safely without assistance.
Lean in a bit and check it out.
Down. The cave walls are too slick to climb safely without assistance.
How is
You
down?
lose your footing and fall to your
what
death.
she asked you to do.
Oh, we died.
How is down what you what was? What?
Rest in peace. We died.
Conway's terrible at taking orders, clearly.
Your score was 0 out of a possible 8,192.
The arbitrary scores.
Yeah.
What?
You may continue or quit. Continue.
It's gonna make us do that again.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Try using the rope to climb down safely.
Tie rope to tree. The rope is tied snugly to a tree trunk. Down. Your feet slip a few times on the slimy rocks, but you remain stable. Lula and Joseph descend carefully after you. In bed quilt.
Even when I go to bed.
Just having a quilt. That's You are in bed quilt, a long east-west passage with holes everywhere. Joseph and Lula remove the computer equipment they are carrying on their backs and begin setting up. I was Lula, right? Or were you Lula?
You were Lula.
Okay. That's the last trip, so everything's down here now. I forget that
Don't
voice at
think
all,
that was
man.
her
Yeah, I
voice.
don't remember it at all. Oh, was it like a very girly voice, actually?
It's like a robot, I think.
Was it?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Hey, chat, what was the voice?
Yeah, if anybody in chat remembers, because I fucking apparently don't. Jesus Christ. Give him a second to respond. Oh. So, E, you know what? Since I
What?
got sick in December, I hadn't had any caffeine.
Uh-huh.
0 caffeine at all. Tea, coffee, water with caffeine in it.
Uh-huh.
No caffeine at all.
Okay.
Had Had caffeine
Any
today.
other ways you want to say the
Yeah.
didn't have caffeine?
Didn't eat any caffeine. Didn't inject any caffeine into my veins. Didn't snort any caffeine. You know how caffeine goes.
Didn't smoke any caffeine.
Yeah. Anyway, I had coffee today. It was delicious. Yeah, she was from Starbucks. It was fine. It was totally fine, I guess. But legitimately, like, I've been having trouble with my voice. Like, if I don't talk for a while, it just super scratchy. It's just full of crap. Awful. Had coffee. My voice has been fine all day. It's very frustrating. I don't know if it's the caffeine or if it was just like a hot drink that helped me get past that, but I'm willing to attribute it to the caffeine. Anyway, nobody in chat seems to have anything, so we're just gonna go with whatever.
Right, sure.
Set up gear. Set up gear. I only understood you as far as wanting to set the up above.
Set the up above?
Lula looks pensive. Let's do one of yours, E.
Ask her where the treasure is.
Ask Lula where treasure is. Ha! If we knew that, we wouldn't have set up down here. I know you think this environment will help our project, get us in touch with a deep romantic reverence for some kind of profound natural spookiness, but I was more comfortable in our lab.
Safoon says, trust me, you sound better than me. I assume with the coffee thing and not just this voice.
Yeah, I assume, yeah. The university picked a time to cut our funding. Typical institutional stinginess and academic
Picked a
politics.
time to cut our funding.
Picked the worst time to cut our funding.
They chose now. It was inconvenient, but they sure picked the time.
I mean, I felt like we were getting really close to something. Anyway, I don't know if it's sustainable down here, you know, to live and work here together. Let's do yours, E.
Ask her about the cave.
Ask Lula about cave. Having second thoughts? I don't blame you. It's unsettling down here. Weird acoustics. Earlier as we were climbing down, I thought I heard voices for a moment, or not voices themselves, but the echoes of voices singing, some kind of eerie, tuneless working tone. I'm glad I'm not down here alone. Joseph looks uncomfortable. Jealous?
Hey, Donald, can you help me, wire up these generators?
I'll assemble the synthesizer, but I can use some help with the serial interface if you have time.
No, please. Just set up the sympathizer.
You hear an unfamiliar echo from a tunnel to the east.
Maybe if we help Lula, she'll have more to tell us.
Help Lula. Thanks, Donald.
I thought it was gonna be like, no command called Lula found.
Thanks, Donald. I can never remember which color it goes to which pin. Lula begins unpacking a box of wires and terminals. You think there are paintings down here? Cave paintings? I mean, maybe some old pottery shards from when the world was young and early men and women huddled in these caves too. Do you know, I think cultural fossils are the saddest fossils. Sadder than animal remains, I mean. We might come across a petrified mollusk or a partial dinosaur footprint, and we say, there was a point of contact here where a body touched the earth, and maybe there's a little bit of evidential cartilage, but the life who owned that body never cared and has moved on anyway. And that's the end of it. But suppose I shine my lantern on one of these walls and see a crude painting, thousands of years old, 2 men and a woman, charcoal and blood on rock. Someone put that there to keep something on the rock.
Blood doesn't last that long.
No, it really doesn't last long at all. After she passed, a hope, a relationship, or a moment, a worry, maybe a regret. She made a painting to keep something alive for her, but like that dead mollusk and that itinerant dinosaur, she had to move on. Whatever it is gone, and now we're looking at this painting, this dangling copy with no original. You are interrupted by the ominous echo of a grating, scraping sound from the east, louder than before.
What the hell was that?
Let's check it out. In tunnels. Those do look like tunnels. Still looking like a tunnel? Rocking that tunnel vibe all the way home.
Kind of wobbly.
A little bit of a wobbly tunnel, yeah. You rush down the tunnel with Joseph and Lula close behind. How do you like all this, kid?
There's a lot of reading, but I'm really good at that anyways. I'm mixing up the two voices I have.
The tunnel narrows, and soon you find yourself crawling on your hands and knees. Navigating the tunnel gradually becomes more awkward as smooth rock gives way to jagged, crystalline surfaces. Scratches and taps echo from the end of the tunnel, some short and piercing, some slower and groaning, as if dampened by water. The tunnel opens into a large room. Do you like large rooms? In Crystal Room. Hey, look at that person.
Hey, look, it's like when you have your skeleton leg.
Yeah, it is kind of like that, isn't it? You are in a large, irregular chamber. The walls, floor, and ceiling are covered with crystalline projections. Strangers are here, scraping black mold from the crystals. They look up when you enter. One of them seems about to speak.
Finally.
I think we should go with you. Oh, Shannon.
Let's listen to what he says.
The stranger reaches for a box he's carrying and presses a plastic button. The box whirs to life, and a crackly voice blurts something unintelligible, then slows to a deep gurgle. He looks at his companions momentarily in confused disappointment. Then he returns his awful gaze to you. Joseph flees through a tunnel to the north. Lula flees through a tunnel to the northeast.
Follow Joseph.
Run northeast. Joseph scrambles across outcrops of crystal as you struggle to follow him in the dark. He calls back, breathlessly.
What? What happened to Lula? Lula, are you back there?
Keep going. Joseph climbs through the cave into the darkness, and you follow behind as best you can keep up. In the distance, you can hear the strangers return to their work, scraping the crystals. In Bedquilt.
Oh, we went back up.
You are in Bedquilt, a long east-west passage with holes everywhere. Joseph is here, panting for breath.
Damn, did they follow us? Where's Lula?
One of yours, E.
May as well wait.
Wait. Time passes. Joseph nervously pets the kitten in his coat pocket.
Of course.
One of yours again, E.
I know which one I wanted to say, but it's dumb and probably will get a game over.
What, the wait for an hour or so?
Yeah.
That's what you want to say, man.
Yeah, I guess we could wait for an hour or so.
Wait for an hour. Time passes. A shifting, fluttering sound grows louder from one of the tunnels.
What's that? Was that her?
5 disoriented bats stumble through your lantern light and off into an adjacent passage. Still you.
So much. Let's wait a bit longer.
Wait for a day. Time passes.
Plenty of water down here at least. I packed some of the jerky I made. Didn't come out too well, but I'll try to start a fire, I guess. I don't know.
I said we keep going down this hole, man.
Keep waiting? He seems to want to wait a month. I like the idea that they assume that it surely is taking their time that they're putting in.
Yep. Wait for a month. Time passes. You begin to measure days and nights by the life and death of the fire.
I don't know about you, Darnold, but I'm starting to hate this place. Self-confining. Can't even think without it bouncing off all these damn weird walls, coming back to me all distorted. Last few days I've been thinking, sort of daydreaming. Maybe I'll sit up on the side of the road somewhere, ditch the academics and get a couple more cats.
From where?
His coat.
Oh yeah, you're right. He probably has a few.
It sounds nice, doesn't it, after all this?
Joseph withdraws into his thoughts. I mean,
How long will it let us wait here? Like, what's the maximum time?
wait indefinitely. Time passes. Lula is here. She's either just arrived or has been standing here for some period of time. Is it you or more shadows? Lula advances carefully. It really is you, isn't it? I got lost out there in the tunnels for a while. I thought I was running in circles or some kind of labyrinth. Every rocky wall and floor looked the same. Finally, I ended up here. I heard you talking, but I thought I might have been hallucinating. I ran back into the tunnels and I found some other people, and they fed me. They housed me. They fixed my glasses, patched up my sweater. Decent people, but strange, secretive. When I was out there, I spent some time on the Zero.
What? Why?
Joseph, it's different than we've ever heard. It's like a real place. They pick up garbage, they deliver mail, they go to work and to church.
Oh, God!
My most vivid memory is a parade of images like a walking dream or a slide lecture I'll never understand. A television, a scarecrow, a crystal, a feather, a sandwich, a CRT monitor, a bottle, an anchor. Joseph seems agitated.
What's up with Joseph?
Ask Joseph what is up.
No, it's... Lula, you've heard the same damn stories I have.
There was a cathedral, Joseph. A cathedral! I'm not saying it's any ordinary highway. The cars that passed. The things that passed.
I've got to be so damn fascinated, Lula. Why you've always got to... Doesn't matter now, damn it. I'm leaving. To hell with all of it.
Whoa, we should stop him. Stop Joseph. You shout something at Joseph about the project you are working on together.
You'll die in these damn cold caves. And what about those men? You know they'll come back.
Tell him we can hide from those strangers.
Suggest finding a hiding place. You shout something at Joseph about going deeper into the caves.
Did you hear their voices? They're not... They'll find you. But not me. I'm going back to the surface.
Stop! Your stupid fat is ringing through the whole damn cave. Joseph is right. We can't stay here. I'm leaving too, but I'm not going back to the surface. I'm taking my station wagon and I'm heading down to 0. Yui.
I think we need her to stay.
Ask Lula to stay. You plead with Lula about your continued collaboration. I'll send you this tape when I'm done recording. I'll put it in the mail, and then you can see what your damn machine does with it. Lula and Joseph have left.
Game over.
In tunnels. Abandoned by your collaborators, your confidants, your companions, the only two among your colleagues with whom you've ever trusted the gift of your friendship. Pretty thick. Sounds like a beardo had his heart broken. You wander the tunnels alone, dragging along the components of your unrealized masterpiece, combing the underground passages for a new site in which to realize your vision. Sounds like genius.
What? How do you mean?
Word.
Ha. I had a guy. Sorry, I didn't realize that was to me. I was just ha. I had a guy who came in the shop once with a bunch of old radios and computers and stuff. Real junk. I collected it going down alleys or something. Anyways, it all broken, and he asked me if I could get the tube out and clean them up. Vacuum tubes. So I pulled every vacuum tube I could find, threw the rest out, and I went over there with some rubbing alcohol and cleaned the leads. Used some nail polish removal on the glass. Did a pretty good job. Came back in the next day and I laid it all out on a tower for him so he could check it out. Got the towel from my aunt roommate. I was saying it had like everything with it had really nice, you know? Had her writing had this gold embroidery around the edges. Guess it was a little too nice. This guy got all excited by the presentation, kind of silly to observe each tube from a distance, moving his head around in weird quick bobs like a pigeon. Then he started lecturing at nobody in particular about the history of vacuum tubes. Talked for like an hour. Went on a few dates, but never. Okay, nothing really came from it. Turns out it was kind of boring. Is that the pickup you went with? You talked about vacuum tubes for an hour?
Yeah, I was just like, man, vacuum tubes, you know? This was all in.
All in.
From the word vacuum, she was like, oh, my heart. It flutters. After what may have been years, you stumble out of a tunnel into a cavernous open space. Stalactites adorn the ceiling like grotesques. In the center of the room is an enormous, rocky spire. This is where you will set up your equipment and establish your legacy. Xanadu.
About to play the game in the game.
Maybe. Now is the time to continue your work. Research assistance 0. Realism index 37%. Romance index 2%. Mold coverage 0%. You may hire a new research assistant, assign assistance to a task, or sleep until tomorrow.
Sleep.
Sleep. Time passes. Now is the time to continue your work. Research assistance 0. Realism index 37%. Romance index 2%. Mold coverage 11%. You may hire a new research assistant, assign new assistants to a task, or sleep until tomorrow.
Assign assistance to a task.
Assign. You currently have no available research assistants to assign.
Sleep.
Sleep. Time passes. Greasy, black mold is collecting on the computer equipment. Now is the time to continue your work. Research assistance, 0. Realism index, 37%. Romance index, 2%. Mold coverage, 22%. You may hire a new research assistant, assign assistance to a task, or sleep until tomorrow.
Hire a new research assistant.
Hire. Wait, no, sorry. Hire. Wrong voice.
Arr!
Uploading job advertisement to university message boards. You have hired Amy, who studies human-computer interaction.
Assign assistance to a task.
Assign. You may assign research assistants to debugging, transcription, or speculation.
Speculation.
Assigning available research assistant to speculation.
Hire a new research assistant.
Hire. Uploading job advertisement to university message boards. No new applicants. Try again later.
Sleep.
This is my type of game. Sleep. Time passes. Amy muses about the love lives of fungal colonies. Intruders. The strangers are doing something to the equipment, but you can't make out what. You hide behind a rock until they leave. With trepidation, you emerge from your hiding place hours later. Now is the time to continue your work.
I'm not convinced this is getting us closer to 0.
Research assistants, 1. Realism index, 32%. Romance index, 22%.
What?
Mold coverage, 0%. You may hire a new research assistant, assign assistants to a task, or sleep until tomorrow.
Sleep. Sleep still.
Alright. Sleep. Time passes. Amy follows the strangers down a tunnel to investigate and is never seen again. Now is the time to continue your work. Research assistants, 0. Realism index, 32%. Romance index, 22%. Mold coverage, 8%.
Didn't improve. Hire a new assistant.
Alright. Hire. Uploading job advertisement to university message boards. You have hired Andrew, who studies statistics.
Assign assistants.
Assign. Wait, goddamn. Assign. You may assign research into debugging, transcription, or speculation.
Speculation.
Assigning available research assistant to speculation.
Sleep.
Sleep. Time passes. Andrew makes a convincing argument for the edibility of stone. Greasy, black mold is collecting on the computer equipment. Now is the time to continue your work.
Maybe we should try starting over something. This doesn't seem to be helping.
Research assistants, 1. Realism index.
Wait, did the other die?
27%. Yeah, it's gone, man. Mold coverage.
Oh, my bad.
17%. Went down the tunnel and was never seen again, it said.
Oh, my bad. I didn't see that. Hire a new assistant.
Hire. Uploading job advertisement to university message boards. You have hired Roberta, who studies fairy tales.
Assign assistants.
Assign. You may assign research assistants to debugging, transcription, or speculation.
Speculation.
You're the worst.
Well, this one's fairy tales. What else would they know?
You have 2 research assistants available today. Assign how many to speculation?
1. Assign assistants.
Assign. Debugging, transcription, or speculation.
Debugging.
Assigning available research assistant to debugging.
Sleep.
Sleep. Time passes. Andrew identifies a bug with the oxygen level simulation, but is unable to fix it. Roberta posits that nature, not reason, is the master of industry. Now is the time to continue your work. Research Assistants 2. Realism Index 22%. Romance Index 47%. Mold Coverage 25%. You may hire, assign, or sleep.
Hire.
Hire. Uploading job advertisement to university message boards. You have hired Weaver, who studies mathematics.
Assigned. Just one to each.
Alright. Assigning to transcription. You have 3 research assessments available today. How many to transcription? 1. E.
You do one of each?
Yeah, 1 on each.
Okay, sleep.
Sleep. Time passes. Weaver summarizes the migratory patterns of bats through the tunnels. Intruders. The strangers are doing something to the equipment, but you can't make out what. You hide behind a rock until they leave. With trepidation, you emerge from your hiding place hours later. Maybe you do have to assign them all. That's Research Assistants 3. Realism Index 37%. Romance Index 42%. Mold Coverage 0. You may hire, assign, or sleep.
Assigned.
Alright, assign 1 to each.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sleep.
Time passes. Roberta makes adjustments to the echolocation algorithm. Bats now fly normally instead of getting hung up on each other's wings and clustering together like horrible, leathery tumbleweeds. Andrew extensively notates tunnel diameter as a function of length. Weaver discards centuries of exhaustive data on the uniformity of cause and effect. Weaver follows the strangers into tunnels. She doesn't return, but neither do they. Now is the time to continue your work.
Higher
Assistance
research.
2. Realism 47, Romance 42, Mold 10. Higher, you said?
Yeah.
You have hired Greg, who studies architecture.
Assign 1 to each.
This is
So riveting.
this is interesting gameplay. I'm guessing this is not very fun to watch. Sleep. Time passes.
Interesting gameplay.
I don't know, it's weird. Andrew fixes some weird math with some weirder math. Roberta carefully transcribes the sounds of dripping water in all their variations over a period of several hours. Greg had ideas.
Good.
Greasy black mold is collecting on the computer equipment. Now is the time to continue your work. Realism Index 56, Romance 55, Mold 21.
Assign 1 to each.
Alright. Oh, shit. I accidentally hit higher.
Oh, well, we get a new one.
Hired another one. She studies fine
Designer
arts. Marianne.
speculation.
All right. Signing some speculation. All right. Sleep. Let's see what they learn. Time passes. Greg widens tunnels slightly to reduce the need of extra crouch commands. Roberta types up lurid imagery from a dream journal. Marianne had ideas. Andrew had ideas. You dream fitfully. You, Lula, and Joseph stand in a hallway. The walls are blank beige. It's just after a winter quarter, before spring, so there are no students around. Joseph says something clever, and Lula leans on his shoulder. You wish that, instead, she had taken your hand, or that there were any other option. Now is the time to continue your work. Research Assistance 4, Realism 37, Romance 81, Mold 32.
Assign one to each and one with nothing.
Can't assign one with... Oh, you just want one to be doing nothing?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's how you get rid of mold.
And sleep. Marianne fixed bugs. Roberta transcribed experiences. Andrew had ideas. Your habit of absent-mindedly chipping away at cave crystals and sprinkling their dust in the air behind you has paid off. Just a few feet down one of the tunnels blooms a small but kaleidoscopic garden of crystals. Now is the time to continue your work. 4 research assistants, 31% realism, 97% romance, 41% mold coverage.
Oh, that didn't work.
Hire, assign, or sleep.
Assign.
What do you
one
want?
to each and one with nothing.
All right. And sleep. Andrew fixed bugs. Roberta transcribed experiences. Greg had ideas. Intruders. Finally, they leave. Now-
Finally, they showed up.
Now is the time to continue your work. 4 assistants, 24% realism, romance index 100%, mold coverage 0.
What the heck?
Hire, assign, or sleep.
Two on the first one and 2 on the second one assigned.
All right, 2 on debugging. And 2 on transcription.
Sleep.
Andrew fixed bugs. Greg fixed bugs. Roberta transcribed experiences. Marianne transcribed experiences. Now is the time to continue your work. Realism index 48%. Romance 92.
Do it again.
Mold 10.
Same one.
All right.
I don't understand how this works.
I don't know. I don't even know what we're supposed to be trying to get done here.
I assume getting the first 2 to 100.
Andrew fixed bugs, Greg fixed bugs, Roberta and Marianne both transcribed experiences. A mail carrier on bicycle brings a sizable bill from the power company. Now is the time to continue your work. What if we put all 4 on speculation?
That doesn't seem like a good idea for me, but why not?
Let's see what they all figure out,
I think that's romance since that's going down.
Oh, maybe. Realism is 77, romance is 85, mold coverage 81.
2 on bugs, one of each on the others.
Okay.
I don't understand how we're supposed to get the other thing down, but
And you said 1 on each, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and sleep. Time passes. Marianne fixed bugs. Greg fixed bugs. Roberta transcribed experiences. Andrew had ideas. You prepare a nutritional meal of boiled cave moss, seasoned with a salty, translucent paste you've harvested, at great personal risk, from stalactites. Now is the time to continue your work. Research Assistance 4, Realism 91, Romance 81, and Mold Coverage 32.
One on each and one doing nothing.
Marianne fixed bugs, Roberta transcribed experiences, Andrew had ideas. Intruders! Finally, they leave.
How
For
much did
research
it get
assistance,
down?
82% realism, romance
Okay.
is 97.
They stole
mold
our
0.
boss. Good. One on each.
What if we try and hire somebody?
Sure.
Just add another person, Let's see what happens. You've hired Rick, who studies library sciences. Alright, we got 5 now.
On each and 2 doing nothing.
What's your goal here, E?
Get everything to 100 besides molds.
How do you know that's what we're going for?
Because what else would we be going for?
I don't know.
What's your goal if not that?
I don't know. Andrew fixes bug, Rich transcribed experiences, Marianne had ideas. Now is the time to continue your work. Research Assistance 5, Realism Index 88%, Romance 100%, Mold Coverage 11%. What?
Higher.
Hiring, connection failed. Universe message boards have been discontinued.
Oh shit. 2 to the first 2 and 1 to the last.
Oops.
What did you do?
I accidentally put 1 on the second one.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Rick fixed bugs, Andrew fixed bugs, Rebecca transcribed experiences, Marianne transcribed experiences, Greg had ideas. Research assistants come and go. You don't encounter the strangers again, but sometimes you can hear the uncanny echoes of their voices off in the tunnels. Years passed. Mold accumulates. You and the remaining research assistants take to burning disused equipment to the center of the room. The black mold is intensely flammable and makes an excellent catalyst. It leaves behind a sweet, narcotic perfume. One night, you have visitors, outsiders, different ones. Then, later that night, an old friend. You really did go deeper into the caves. Premature end of file. Press any key to quit.
Huh. See, I did it.
You did it.
There's no possible way that could have been done faster.
Nope, definitely not at all.
What is Act 4?
Act 3, Scene 10. Hall of the Mountain King. Alright, let's see. Talk to Lula real quick, I guess. To Donald. You really did go deeper into the caves. Well, you were easy enough to find. I met a few of your former assistants. One can't help but hear things. So, this is what became of our project.
Well, I made some additions. Joseph stole the data tapes for the first time, so I had blank spots to fill.
Yes, I know. He published his version, actually. I'm sorry to report that it's a bit tediously sentimental.
We found your doctor.
Oh, good. Yes. You're looking not well, to be honest. You smell like a distillery. You been drinking? I guess Shannon... What? E, dude, your line.
Okay, we've been looking for you.
So you found the address data? Just pass it over to Donald there. Donald, will you be a dear and crunch these numbers? We're looking at to sort out a street name collision. Dogwood Drive.
Wasn't the burrow gonna process it? I insist. I have cycles to spare. I'll just pack up my pipe and get to it. It should only be an hour or so. Angel will carry it over too.
I'll be at the bureau for the rest of the night. Just mark it private materials for the attention of Senior Clerk Chamberlain. How do we get to the bureau from here?
The bridge!
Yes, the bridge. Through the gate over there.
Now we too recede into history.
Good night, Donald. Meet me at the bureau, and we'll get you on your way. Head counterclockwise to the cathode ray, then turn around. Then it's just clockwise until you find the bureau. Between us, I think you should drive.
I think you emphasized the wrong word there, Jeriah.
I think you should drive. Yeah, you're right.
Just kind of implying that they were gonna walk, I guess.
Yeah. This is a long area.
This is half of the game so far has been chapter 3.
Yeah, kind of. Let's go across this bridge. Get out of
You're
this
not
place.
even Conway anymore.
Backpack. Backpack. A hiking backpack leans against a rock. It's full of empty wine bottles and library books.
It's Conway's.
Ooh, music again.
Hallelujah.
Someone's left a portable tape recorder on the path. It doesn't appear damaged, but there's no tape to play or record.
Since we just done that, how many text-based adventures have you played, you think?
I don't know. I played a lot of Lucas stuff. Somewhere in the teens, probably.
Okay. I think mine's probably less than 10, maybe 5 to 10.
Yeah, I played a lot when I was younger.
I think when you're younger, you have a lot more patience for something like that.
It's true.
You know, say, eat a sandwich, and it's like, the sandwich was poisoned, and then you lose a bunch of save data.
Yeah.
Thanks for waiting, Blue. We were kind of a bit longer than expected. It'll be okay, Blue. I don't even remember.
I think I definitely mixed. I think I was Johnny. I think you were Junebug, but we're already too late
That's
in it, so
probably
you be
true.
Johnny.
What in tarnation happened up there? It's gonna be the same.
I'm actually not sure.
Very mysterious, ma'am. Truck.
Truck, yeah. They got back on the road.
Counterclockwise at the cathode array, and then clockwise.
Yep, counterclockwise down the cathode. Whatever the cathode is.
Cathode array, it's like a thing. Like a equipment thing.
Cathode ray. Oh, yeah. Got there, and then I go clockwise. Until we get to the bureau. This is cool.
Trippy.
Yeah.
Now you go to clockwise?
Yeah, I'm going clockwise.
Oh, yeah.
Did I
I guess
go
it tripped
far
me
enough
up because
into
we
the thing?
basically just started at the end of the counterclock.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Back at the bureau. Let's see what the bears are up to. Act 3, Scene 11.
It's even like a scene.
Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces.
Doesn't say Hall of the Mountain King anymore.
Nope. Thank God for that. I don't think I like that area very much.
It was just long.
Yeah.
Johnny?
You.
I'm Johnny. Who was Johnny?
Johnny is Junebug's partner.
Oh, okay, okay.
Got the kind blue. Nah, you don't care about that. Maybe I should be more like you.
Riveting
It
conversation.
really is. I'm glad everybody gets a chance to talk to Blue, though.
There are like 5 chapters.
Oh,
in this.
Junebug's definitely a robot.
It's sure to be making robot noise.
Yeah. All right. Oh, there's Lula.
I was gonna say, what are you doing? You just ring the bell and run.
Here you are. Marianne has the rest of the evening off, so I'm minding the desk. Yui.
Any word on the place?
The results just came in by courier. Good news. Donald and his assistants were able to sort through the noise. I had Rick cross-reference their results against some of our records. He found a corresponding mail stop on the Echo River route. As it happens, the night ferry is scheduled to make its stop here shortly. The ferryman carries the mail and collects the garbage as well. I'm sure you can catch a ride out that way. You're welcome to wait here. I have to get back to packing.
Are you going somewhere?
I'm feeling impulsive, and I'd like to be ready.
Just
Maybe-
packed for any time.
Yeah, maybe back to Mexico. It's been years. They still have one of my sculptures in a museum down there. Did you know? Big, ugly iron thing. Time to have it scrapped anyway. Safe travels. Try to stay out of the water. It's colder than it looks. And deep.
I don't think you're supposed to just like be like, all right, this art's done. Pack it up.
Yeah, this isn't my art. This is bad art now. You take it away.
I guess that's what George Lucas did.
You're not wrong.
How long do we have to wait?
Oh, who knows? Alright. What happened?
Up to you.
It's okay. You can tell them. It doesn't matter anymore.
Fine. So we are in that graveyard.
Flashback.
Act 4.
Act 3, Scene 12.
This act's eternal.
Yeah, apparently. Where
the Stranger
strangers come
Things?
from.
Stranger Things.
I actually cannot remember this.
That's not Stranger
No.
Things.
That was Twilight Zone.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I can't remember what Stranger. In my defense, I haven't seen Stranger Things.
It's like
is why I can't remember it.
So
that one.
yeah, I think it's pretty close.
Well, this can't be right. It looks like an old church.
It's muddy.
Yeah, that's what you said. Crystal and mud and och. That's what I said back then.
Yep.
I want to stay outside.
Why?
I think I saw a lizard.
I'll stay with him.
Okay, we'll make it quick.
Let's see what they saw. I'm excited. Hopefully it's just a lizard. Floor. The church floor is cold metal, scuffed and flexed by unknown boot heels. A handmade apparatus of the production of moonshine, assembled from scavenged metal and natural materials. I guess we sit and wait.
know what I expected.
The strangers. He kept saying.
Kind of vague already, isn't it? Donald's stranger. Hell, you and I practice strangers.
It's still you.
Listen, yeah. Earlier in the mine, I didn't want to talk about it, but
You don't have to talk about it.
it's okay. I wanna. When I saw Weaver, she was on TV. I was testing pretty simple too. Flipping through channels, checked the saturation. She was just there. It was kind of horrible. I mean, I told you she disappeared. Suddenly ran away, but we thought.
You thought she was dead.
Yeah, I guess I don't like to say it. Dead. And then the next time I flipped to channel 2, Weaver. Burned in my vision. Now she's standing in a room. Walls are kind of black and gray. Tape on the walls, like marking desks in the classroom, maybe? Camera's in the corner, so it's sort of 45-degree angle into the room, and there's Weaver right next to the center of the picture. Stop turning the dial. Hell, I think I stopped breathing. Still haven't. Help! Eventually she spoke, but there's no more sound, just this awful hum. I read the closed captions. Just had to go to the mind to find something there. I can't remember exact words. Whenever I try, get distracted, fuzzy.
Shannon coughs into her sleeve.
It's so dusty in here, right?
Yeah, real dusty.
You'd think with all those holes in the ceiling. What the hell is that? Did you hear that?
Must have been the church settling.
What's that?
Trap door. You've activated my trap bench.
I wouldn't say a trap door, more just an elevator.
Yeah.
Trap door's kind of
Hey, we found hell.
neat.
Looks like
We
a
found
church.
we found church 2. Skeleton church. Hell yeah. I love skeleton church.
Oh shit, I'm skeleton.
Look how fast he runs. Zephyr says the assistant part was very interesting to listen to on the ride home.
The stranger activates the tape player slung on his shoulder. A crackly drawl echoes in the room. It is patient and sounds like it should be smiling. My regrets. I hope I didn't keep you waiting long. We don't see a lot of foot traffic these days. I guess you're here about the job. I'm afraid we only have one opening at the moment. Horrible business. What's this job? Certainly. I'll tell you everything you need to know. I've only just met you, but I feel certain there's a place for you here. I'll just take you over to meet the dispatcher, show you the trucks, get you familiarized. We can converse as we go. Conway.
What's this place?
Some kind of factory?
Yeah, maybe, but for what? Why is it hidden away like this? And what's that smell? Like bread? Baking bread? Shitting bread?
Please, follow me. Still Skelly.
Listen, I get. Oh my gosh. I love he tanks the frame rate of Discord.
I have to ask you to step in here a moment. This is for your safety and adjust your outfits just a bit. There's some protective headwear up on the wall back there. Please remove your shoes and eyeglasses.
I'm not taking off my shoes.
Oh, I understand. It's only a courtesy to, well, do us a favor and put on the headwear anyway. Just this way. Why are we in science church?
Could you imagine going into a factory and they're like, all right, please take off your shoes.
Yeah.
Wow, check this stuff out. It must be decades old, but in perfect condition.
How do you think they keep it like that?
Maintenance, old man. That's someone's job around here. Probably hard to keep it all dust out, on the gram. That's why I got this keep old stuff like this running. Seems like just a shame to let it fall into ruin, like the computer back to the cave. Xanadu. Decades of engineering and 1,000 years of mathematics and philosophy, all petrified and live in stone. How could you just let that fall apart? Shit, more skeletons.
Yeah.
Earl.
This is Earl. He used to be a beekeeper. Borrowed some used casks to store the hives, but the interest accrued more quickly than the honey. Now he works for us here in logistics. That's cool.
And patrol.
More new arrivals this evening. Plenty to do. Got to relay the formula.
Wait. Doolittle, that was the guy in the play.
The play. Oh, was it?
I'm pretty sure. Because
Oh.
I remember I made a joke about it being Dr. Doolittle.
Oh, I do. Yeah, that's true. Huh.
It
comes
all
together.
came back. It was
Yeah.
all worth it.
But no, it wasn't. It was like 45 minutes of just fucking garbage, man. That pre-chapter sucked. What job are they working? I don't know that it's been settled just yet. You see, sometimes we take on newcomers already in debt to the distillery. One of the foremen will find something for them to do, chip away at their sum until it's all settled. That's what I'm doing here. Chipping away. That's what we're all doing here.
Y'all chip down here.
Interesting. It did all come back, though. So that's something.
Yeah, there's that, and then the other part in the bar.
Yeah, the bartender. Which was a great scene. Here's the fleet. Oh, we just use these to get around internally. How big is this place? Oh, it's grown a great deal over the years. Incredible to think, really. When Mr. Bishop founded this operation, it was only about 1,800 square feet, and half of that or more was occupied camouflage to keep the law out. Hiding out in the back of an old church, purifying spirits by handmade fire kettle, and a dream. So, the trucks are just east a ways, in shipping. You become acquainted with the dispatcher there. Give me a tap on the shoulder if you see something that catches your eye. Always have to show off the facility's sublime machinery.
Shit.
Do I hit a drive?
Probably. Crash.
I totally get a drive.
Crash.
Alright. Oh, it doesn't let me. Wait.
Crash into the truck.
Oh. It doesn't really let you go off the beaten path.
Ooh, worst game. Doesn't let you crash a car.
Weird. Driving
What
controls
kind
in
of
this are weird.
factory is this? Is it aim vaguely where you want to go?
Kind of.
You don't want to go to the place that had a place?
What place had a place?
It said shipping in the bottom right.
Oh. Oh, yep, totally does say that. Yep, I'm just going to press that because the driving's garbage.
You didn't even park it!
Here it is. Now I have to ask, as a matter of course, what kind of experience do you have driving trucks? I drove deliveries for an antique shop up until this last run. Precious cargo. You'll do just fine. And you can drive safely, can't you? I haven't any doubt. Now, it's only after what happened with Miguel this evening.
What happened with Miguel this evening? Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Well, the dust is still clearing, of course. Perhaps he closed his eyes a moment or simply hit a curve too devilish. I do pity ill-fated Miguel. He was good company and slow to anger, but, if we're speaking confidentially, well, With all that lost product to be repaid, bourbon and glass dashed across the interstate, and a few casks too, we're all just thankful he had no next of kin. So, let's see if we can ring up the dispatcher. Doolittle starts the truck and switches on the CB radio. A deep, monotonous voice drones from the dashboard speaker.
1020 on that truck, come back.
Up in the Hummingbird Cave, 1012, City Kitty. This is a good time, dispatch. We may have found Miguel's replacement. Thought you might like to be acquainted.
Then I come again.
Introduce yourself. Tell dispatch something impressive about yourself. They're very well regarded here. Not really here for a job. 9-9 wheel holder. Gotta pay the water
Hey.
bill. Oh, that's you, sorry.
9-9, we all gotta pay the water bill.
Ah, so. I'm certain they'll call back before long. Let's take a look around the truck, eh?
Breaker. We gotta yell about it.
Control the wipers with this knob here. Do a little fiddles with the controls. They seem to have a decent torque to them, eh? Can't say how they'd fare in an ice storm, but we must never delay a shipment. Better to assume the risk. You folks watch the weather closely. I wouldn't know if I saw it. Too many years of climate control. Have I mentioned I rarely ever leave our facility? I wouldn't know the rain if it drowned me. They ditched class for the day to drive in the rain. It was pointless to stay. All
Are we
review.
getting it? Are we getting a flashback in the flashback?
Yep. He was a lost cause, and she didn't need it anyway. She was smart, bored. It's time to cut out. Shitty day for it, though. 83 and biblical flood. They went to see a movie. It was some anonymous swashbuckler film about real men and women, real tights, real lips, fake blood. They brought a flask.
They bought a flask at the movie theater.
They smoked cigarettes, drank awful hooch, whistled buckets of rain. She sang out someone she wanted once to have loved. Brown hair curled around her ear. She had a voice like Scotch whiskey. They poured another drink, and another, and another. She worried it was getting dark out. Then it was getting light out. They ended up in someone else's field, in someone else's car. Early morning joyride and a sunrise collision. She got on the bus and he hiked back to his car. He sat in his car and went over some options. Chicago, Toronto, Barrow. Seemed like a bold and impulsive gesture at the time. As he pulled out of the parking lot, he removed his hands from the steering wheel for a moment and felt the car drift into a decision. Years later, he'd think of this as the moment he himself started drifting. Modest technology, but suited to the job, eh? Plenty good enough. Headlights work fine, see? Do a little fizzle with the controls. That's important. Most of our product goes out at night. You never know who will run into the daylight, and dusk can be treacherously misleading, all that indirect light. The magic hour, eh? Drivers sleep in the day, then? Sure. Those that sleep. Miguel pulled extra shifts when he could. Sometimes he'd help me, you know? Sometimes over in bottling. He shouldn't have been out driving at dusk. Weird shadows, soft light, dangerous. Obviously, I'm going for the thing. Conway had to get off the highway. Too loud. Too murky. He turned off into some gray cornfield in Indiana. Empties rattled under the passenger seat. He kept them over there so the smell wouldn't spread. That window was always open a crack. He had to pull over. He couldn't night drive in his condition. He wouldn't have been responsible. He was only human. He'd been out since the headlights were on. Didn't even stop for coffee. He cracked a beer at 3, eyes on the road, 4:30. He dodged some stray cattle. The headlights were coming back on. Rockford could wait. Early morning couldn't be much worse than late night. What could they care? He just needed a few hours. So, moving on. Tires. Oh, sure. I know you want to look. Kick the tires. That's the thing we do, isn't it? As though our knees could exert the kind of force these tires see out there on the road. We're more likely to hurt ourselves. Isn't it the way, eh? Sure, they're big machines, but they can be fragile. Absolutely. A truck deserves care and fearful respect, like a glass elephant. Miguel was a good driver, but he didn't have that quality of deference. Flashback. Conway sat in a dim room full of folding chairs. The walls and ceiling were painted with old smoke. Someone read from the book. He drank coffee with a little sugar. He listened. The speaker listed all the things we tried that most people in the room were probably there by court order. A few others shared. They spoke in abstractions like a program of action, a good orderly direction, spiritual but not religious, religious but not spiritual, all the things we tried. Then it was over. They clasped sweaty hands through a short prayer and stepped back out into the morning. He knew... I don't want to make him a drinker. He started walking. He was always walking these
He's
days.
already
a drinker,
right?
but I don't want to make it worse. He was always walking these days. It was good to slow down. It felt clarifying, like a walking meditation. The road ran by a creek for a while. He took an unforeseen detour where the creek and road parted, following the edge of the water. He skipped a few stones, alone, then stopped to consider an overturned boat. It was kind of serenity, that wandering and looking without purpose. He was coming to rely on those moments. Now, what else can we show you?
Back.
To the back of the truck. Looks like we're just about ready to go out. We have some good, strong folks in shipping here, so you never need to worry about loading if you don't want to. Bit hard on the knees and back at your age, eh? Of course, you'll have to unload at the destination, but that's the job, and some drivers like the extra shifts stacking the loading here. Did Miguel load his trucks? He did. It was a jealously guarded task for him. If I didn't know the man better, hear me now, I say if I didn't know the man better, I may have suspected he was skimming off the top. Conway woke up on a bale of hay. Everything was too bright. His head hurt. The usual. Lisette and Ira argued loudly just outside the open barn door. She wanted Ira to take him inside the shower, have some coffee, get to the job.
Was Miguel the crash at the start of the game?
Must have been, I think, actually.
Like, I feel like I remember that being the name.
There was a crash, but I don't remember the name, but it must have been Miguel. Ira said there wasn't time. Conway was in no condition. It was an important job. They couldn't put it off. Ira said to let the deadbeat sleep it off and then send him packing. He said Charlie could do the job. Conway stepped out of the barn, shielding his eyes. He tried to say something reassuring, but just sort of stumbled around it. Lisette looked away. Ira just spat and went inside to wake Charlie. Ira was a stubborn man, so Charlie went along and Conway drifted out again, and he didn't hear about the accident until months later. So, what's next? Radio, I guess. The truck's radio crackles back to life. That's Huey.
Driver come back.
Ah, there's dispatch. Now, tell them about your experience. Tell them the truck's in good shape. Tell them you'll start in the morning. I really can't.
Yeah, we gotta finish this delivery in a few.
1033 dispatch, got 2 black eyes and a flock of crocodiles. Come back.
Try forward, mark it down, break your eyes, okay? Alright. Come back, Lem.
10-4.
Come back, Will Holder.
Conway remains silent. Dispatch is addressing you. He's here, Dispatch.
Oh, you asshole. Go on, listen to this.
Silence. So, I think that went well. Let's head back up to logistics and seal the deal, eh? And I've got one more thing to show you. What's over here?
The edge of the world.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if it'll just take me straight to where I want to go so I don't have to drive this fucking thing. Park? That just means he's gonna park the car, doesn't it? Oh no, okay, cool. Well, I guess kinda he's parking it. Back to logistics we go. King Orc says E is nailing the dispatch voice.
Thank you, thank you.
Let's head back upstairs, eh? I have one more thing to show you.
Wait, we only came to looking for some answers about this stupid old moldy computer.
Oh, the old man in the cave with the moldy computer. That black mold is drawn to whiskey. It feeds on ethanol fumes, you see. As we age, the whiskey, some of it inevitably evaporates into the air. The angel's share goes through the vents here and out into the caves. If we can scrape up that mold, we can usually apply some pressure and cold to it, squeeze and condense the angel's share back into drinkable whiskey. Every drop counts when you're making a living on this stuff. So we'd go down and scrape it off his equipment, just like any other place it grows. He kept sending his people here to drive us away. Paranoid. Truly paranoid. Well, now we have the formula, so we don't need to go collecting mold. Since we stopped down there, I'm sure the mold's gotten pretty thick. Try cleaning off the timing crystal. That'll get you going. I'm sure of it. So, join me upstairs? Huh, so there's like a reason why we're doing that then.
I just like that. Yeah, it just all the people chasing off just were like, eh.
Yeah. If you don't mind.
Turn the hard hats. They're expensive.
Probably, actually. Yep. Love it. Kind of like being a skeleton. He's fast. King Arch just says that. I really like being the whole being a Skelly boy thing. It's pretty cool. Here it is. A beauty, wouldn't you say? It's an antique, you know.
What is it?
Why, it's an adding machine. This is where we come for a daily ritual, to calculate the day's interest and repayment according to the formula. I usually do so at the beginning of my shift, so I know how many hours I need in order to keep up. Yes, I believe you'll do well here, sir. Happy to have you. Congratulations, you're hired.
Wait, we can't.
It's customary to start each day with a shift drink. Let's make it special. Mark the occasion. This is the top shelf stuff now. Single barrel.
You have to drink a whole barrel of it? Damn. He doesn't.
Down the hatch. Vinem memora mors. I have no other choice, huh?
Close the game.
Oh, it looks like I do have a choice to not drink, maybe. It's disappearing.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, he did it anyway. Decent enough. Welcome aboard.
He's not working for you. We have to get back to this. He has delivery to make.
What's this? Not working? Are you turning down this opportunity? She's right. I have to make this, I'm disappointed. I'm afraid that leaves us with a delicate problem. As I indicated, this is the top shelf stuff you're drinking now. It isn't cheap. If it's not your first shift drink, well, and there's the matter of this tour just now. My time and experience are billed at quite a premium. This is not good for you, my friend. You're in quite deep by my back-of-the-envelope estimations. Well, we have that in common, I suppose. All of us. Yes, I'm afraid you'll have to work this off somehow. It's just the way of it.
What's happening right now?
You can start tomorrow. Take the time to settle your affairs, of course. The interest begins to compound immediately, and, well, we'll go over the formula when you get here. I should get back to work. See you tomorrow, then. I guess I don't deliver antiques anymore, huh?
I think you already weren't after this.
Yeah.
I think that was the idea.
Yeah, that's true. That's the end of Act 3, right? Oh my god, Act 3 is so long. So, I guess I start in the morning.
I guess.
I'm confused.
It's just the way things go, kid.
No, it is not.
Huh. Well, that still gives us a few hours to roam, right? Where's that ferry?
You can just not go, Conway.
Yeah, you don't like have to, like,
You didn't sign the contract.
right, like, you just had a drink because you're an alcoholic. Even though I've halfway fought that. Halfway haven't, though, honestly, too, though. There's the ferry. What if we just all get on the ferry and don't go to this
Go
job?
to work.
Why is there an elephant on the back of that ferry?
I think that's a mammoth.
Yep, that's true. That's what mammoths look like. You're right. That the end of Act 3? Is it?
Act 3, Part 7.
End of Act 3. Goodness. Goodness me, oh my. Act 3 was long as shit. Very long. Very, very long. Let's see. What is the internet? The internet said that was 2 hours. The internet's a liar.
That took like 5.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see what the internet says. I don't trust the internet at this point now. But how long does the internet say Act 4?
We skipped a lot too. That is sure a part we skipped like half of it.
Yeah. Because it was sucked. Act 4 is the longest chapter in the game.
Okay.
About 2 to 3 hours to do all the things.
Well, it's been 2 hours.
Yeah.
He says those estimated times are if you're speedrunning. What? Speedrun this game would be the fucking boring.
Yeah, like
thing.
what would that even be, man?
It would just be really optimal movement. I don't know. Maybe if like there's a weird skip, that'd be cool. I don't know. Oh yeah, Zafun. We are reading the lines out loud too. Yeah.
That's true. Adding our own things into there. Let's at least do the here and there along the echo. The pre-chapter to chapter 4.
Okay.
Let's at least do that. Let's at least. Because I set the thing to be at least 3.5. So there's some time. There's a little bit of time here. Here and there along the echo. Ow. Ooh, telephone. 8675309. Hey, I'm controlling this thing.
911. 911.
Oops.
Did it work? You have to put the thing back down.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah, now call 911. Oh.
Didn't work.
I feel like any game with the phone should just let you be able to... Well, I guess, I don't know. Try 999. Maybe it's Europe.
86753.
What is that? Like a mattress store?
9. No, it's a song.
The number you have
Damn.
All right.
Nine,
666 666 666. No. Fine. I guess I'll just dial this stupid number they gave me. 270-301-5797.
Messed up.
If I dial this on my real phone, do you think that's gonna do anything?
I think you'll get a weird number.
I'm gonna
Hello.
see what happens.
You have dialed into here and
270
there along the echo.
301
A guide to the echo
57
river for drifters
97.
and pilgrims. This guide is a public
put my earbud in
service
to see what
provided
happens.
by the Bureau of Secret Tourism.
If it ends up being a person, I just have to apologize.
For a menu of our resources, press
Is it
1.
just the same?
If you have an extension to dial, press 9. For more information about our organization, press 3. If you don't remember dialing this number at all, press 5.
It's just the same thing, man.
Again,
That's
press
fun.
0.
That's awesome, actually.
Reminds me when you when we were watching the
For a menu of our
shit, I'm blanking on the
resources,
name. The
press
Meow Wolf
1.
thing.
If
Omega
you
Mart.
have an
Oh,
extension
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
the numbers
dial,
actually did stuff.
Press 9. For more information about our organization, press 3. If you don't remember dialing this number at all, press 5.
5.
To hear these options again. So, you don't remember dialing this number. You just sort of woke up with the phone pressed to your ear, ringing on the other end. Or maybe you thought you dialed a different number, but your digits betrayed you. Or there's a faulty connection somewhere out there.
Wait, is this
in
the
that
only voice acting in the
spiderweb
game?
lattice of phone cords that covers all of creation.
Oh yeah.
It must be kind of a nice feeling, really. It's like you and I just bumped into each other in the street or a little cafe. Say, next time you meet a stranger, call us back at extension 7864
Oh shit.
and hand them the
7864.
phone. We'd love to get to know them.
7864.
I don't know how
Welcome
extensions
home.
works, but
I think you dial that
For
first.
historical sites along the Echo River, press 1.
someone write that
For
down.
a guide to the
7864.
river's flora and fauna, press 2. For help identifying an unfamiliar sound, press 3. If you're hoping for a catalog of subterranean birdsong, press 1.
1.
For help
Wait.
identifying something that's happening in the dark, press
Ooh.
2. If you are hearing organ music, press 3. To return to
What's
1.
happening in the dark?
the wet, rocky contours of the Echo River make for sometimes baffling reverberations that turn mundane sounds into weird, rattling symphonies. Like that. It can be a challenge to pick through the clamor and recognize even something as simple as water dropping in a metal bucket, especially in the dark. Here are some examples. When you hear a sound you want to know more about, just press 1. At any time, you can press 5 to stop.
These are weird. Ooh, what's that sound?
That was someone tearing up an electric bill.
Oh. What's the sound?
That was a phone ringing underwater.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a machine gun.
That's a
That
gun.
was a motorboat's propeller failing.
Oh.
That's someone falling down the stairs.
That was dirt being thrown on the lid of a coffin.
That's
And
someone
that
being
was a
thrown in the
canoe
river.
tipping over from several miles away.
They could be quieter.
That was someone burning a phone book.
It's a match.
For a catalog of subterranean
Weird, man.
birdsong, press 1.
Birdsong, I guess.
Now I play you several recordings of Echo River birdsong. When you hear a song you want to know more
This
about,
might take a while if we keep getting distracted by all the cool stuff. But
press 5 to stop. Ah,
The lonesome teal.
ugly, spiteful little thing. That's the American grit piper. Huh? I thought they were extinct.
It's like I'm having a conversation with your grandpa.
The rock sparrow. Don't feed him. He'll come back with friends.
that's a monkey.
That's a raptor.
Got a gray-beaked grouse there. Not my favorite bird.
Got us closer. That's a sparrow.
A morning hummingbird, so named because they bury their dead.
Morning.
That's just a pigeon.
That's a boogle. It's the first one again.
Catalog of
Yep.
Subterranean bird song, press 1. For help identifying
That was 3.
lucky you. Does it sound like this?
Oh, organ music. Cool.
No, wait, no.
Ready to
we
go?
we need to do the extension.
Let's just take a minute. How does the extension work?
7864. Then call the number.
Or is the number and then the last 4 is the extension? I'm gonna try the full number and then the extension thing.
The time allotted for you to dial has been exceeded.
What?
Please
Oh,
hang
no.
up and dial again.
Oh.
How to extension number.
2 7
After dialing the main number, press and hold a star.
1 5
It's not a
7
star.
9 7. We don't have a star.
7864.
Is there an option to, like,
No.
be transferred to an extension, maybe?
I don't know. Does anyone know how extensions work? I've never used one.
I've dialed into here and there along the Echo, a guide to the Echo River for drifters and pilgrims. This guide is a public service provided by the
Safoon says you
Bureau
dial them
of
after the main
Secret
number.
Tourism.
What did we do wrong then?
I don't know.
Did we take too long? Try doing it faster.
Doing it faster? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll leave out the 270. Nope, wouldn't let me.
DTMF for 7.
Oh, yeah, Zavoon just made a pretty good point. You extend the number. It's an
Use
extension.
your mouse so you can go faster.
You have dialed into
No.
here and there along the Echo, a guide to the Echo River for drifters and pilgrims. This guide
Let's listen to
is
the,
a
let's
public service
be patient. We'll
provided
see
by
if
the
he
Bureau
says anything
of
to do,
Secret
you know.
Tourism.
Very peaceful waiting music.
It's too high quality to be real waiting music.
You're right.
For a menu of our resources, press 1. If you have an extension to
Oh.
dial, press 9.
Oh.
For
9.
Now is the time to dial an extension.
7 8 6 4.
Hello, stranger. What's the first thing you remember? When you're finished remembering, press the 0 button.
All right, what
right,
do you
I'm finished
remember?
remembering.
Welcome home. For historical sites along the Echo River,
It just
Oh.
takes you back to the
for a
thing.
guide to the river's flora and fauna, press 2. For help identifying an
We haven't done
unfamiliar
1 or 2,
sound,
so
We did
I
2.
guess that's. No, we
if
did
you're
3
holding
for
a
Oh.
snake
sounds.
right now, press
Oh, 4.
Ooh, yeah.
to hear. So, you're probably not in any danger, but why are you holding that snake? If you're involved in an exchange of some kind, press 1. If holding the snake is part of your spiritual practice, press 2. If you don't remember why you're holding the snake, press 3.
That's 3.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the last thing you remember? Please describe your memory in as much detail as you are able, paying particular attention to any
Oh, this is
smells
great.
and sounds you may recall. Were you breathing through your mouth or your nose? What did the air taste like? And so on. Feel free to call again with extension 1618 and
618.
tell us the whole story. All right. Let's roll up our sleeves and get to work on this here snake situation. What you're going for is a kind of gestural conversation. Don't worry. I'll lead you two through it.
2.
Give
Oh,
that
we're snake. All right.
a
Snake and
name
me.
and look her right in the eyes.
Give the
and
snake a
say
name.
her name. I'm gonna
Deborah.
go with Delia for the
Hey!
demonstration.
Close.
Pretty close.
You pick a suitable name.
Deborah.
Try
Alright,
to
so it's
follow
Deborah, yeah.
along with me here to the best of your ability. Delia,
Deborah.
take it easy
Take
now.
it easy now.
What if all of this
What
is
if all
just
of this is just a reflection of a reflection?
Now hold the silence while she processes that metaphysical curveball. Okay, what's Delia up to now?
What's Deborah up to now?
If she's staring right back at you, press 1. If she's wriggling around, press 2. And if she's just kind of limp, press 3.
I think she's staring right back.
Well, good. Now you got her attention.
All right.
Now, leading with your shoulder,
Yep.
slowly tilt your body to the left,
All
always
right.
maintaining eye contact. Adjust your feet as necessary.
I got it.
You want to do a full rotation over several seconds. It's normal to feel a bit self-conscious. Try not to get tangled up in the phone cord, or next time plan ahead and use a cordless. All right, where are we at? If the
All right, are you
snake is
rotated?
breathing heavily,
Yep.
press 1. If she's curled around your forearm, press 2. If her tongue is extended, press 3.
Tongue is definitely extended.
You just point your tongue right back at her. If hers moves left, yours moves right, and so on. Maintain eye contact so she knows you're not making fun of her. There you go. Delia should be in a kind of a calm, thoughtful state now.
Is Deborah in a calm, thoughtful state?
So
Yeah.
put that
Yeah.
snake in some grass or something. Let Delia be free like a snake should. And go ahead and wash your hands if you care to. I would.
Oh, that's great.
Welcome home.
Weird, man.
For historical sites along the Echo River, press
What was
1.
extension?
For a guide
1618.
to the river
Oh,
No,
9.
flora
9.
and
9 get you
fauna,
extension?
Press 2.
Yeah.
For help identifying an unfamiliar sound, press
Do you have to
3.
wait?
Maybe.
If you're holding a snake right now, press 4. To hear these options again, press 0.
What? I didn't hear it. Was it
For
2?
historical sites along
No,
the
none of
Echo
those for
River,
extension.
press 1. For a guide to the river's flora
Is it
and
only in
fauna,
the start?
press
Because we
2.
didn't, like, hang up.
For help identifying an unfamiliar sound, press 3.
Maybe.
If you're holding a snake right now,
All right.
Okay.
I want to call the other extension. 5797.
This one's the longest just because it's so funny.
It's weird. So weird. I bet more happens after I hang the phone up too. Like, this is not going to be the full thing.
No. It'd be funny if it was. It could be the shortest one, technically.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
You have dialed into Here and There Along the Echo.
Oh, beautiful.
A guide to the Echo River for drifters and pilgrims. This guide is a public service provided by the Bureau of Secret Tourism.
Bureau of Secret Tourism. That's how you get to Route 0. Probably.
No, it's on Route 0, remember?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we went to a bureau.
Oh, was that the bureau? Was that the bureau?
I assume. It was a bureau.
That's true.
Press 1. If you have an extension to dial,
Yeah, see? Here you press 9.
9.
All right.
Now is the
1618.
time to dial an extension. Something else shook loose. Well, how vivid is it? I mean, can you really smell it? Are you sweating it out now? Are your hands all damp, and when you brush your hair out of your eyes, it just tastes like... Listen, if your hands are damp, press 1. If your feet are damp in your socks, press 2. If you don't feel particularly damp anywhere, press 3.
Your feet are damp.
My hands were down. I have a memory in my head. I have a memory. I'm
I
thinking
had
of.
a feeling they might be. That's good. That's where it'll soak in and take a resting shape. Let's hear all about it. When you're finished explaining yourself, press the 0 button. Welcome home.
Huh.
For historical sites
That was fun.
along the Echo River, press 1. For a guide
That's it then, huh?
to the river's
Yeah, we could listen to more, but I feel like it's going to be more of the same, too.
Yeah. Ready to go?
Not more of the same, obviously, but...
I'll be Bob, you be Emily. Cool.
Yeah.
Ready to go?
Yeah, let's go. Oops.
That was it.
That's great. All right.
Pretty good. Pretty good. I guess we'll cut it a little short here from what I had scheduled. Just because 4 is apparently supposed to be super long, and I don't really want to end in the middle of another act. All right. So that was Act 3. Apparently Act 4 is super fucking long. So...
It was so fucking long. I mean, a lot of that was the intro, I guess. But...
I feel like a lot of it was just in Xanadu.
Mm-hmm.
Which was not fun. It was interesting, kind of, but it's not fun. It was weird. All right. Well, Saturday, Robbie will be starting a thing, right?
Yeah.
Sounds like you guys know what that is going to be. King Ark says that old man definitely didn't know what he was doing. Yeah, probably not. Tomorrow, Thursday, if you're watching the archive, it was Thursday, January 12th is the tomorrow that we're talking about. Our first episode of Season 5, I guess, technically, because I make seasons out of our podcast for some reason. Makes no sense why would I do it.
Also, they're arbitrary.
Yeah, completely arbitrary. Well, kind of arbitrary. I make new music and stuff for them, so that's kind of new. That's fun.
No, like, when there's new seasons, they're arbitrary.
What do you mean, the new year, new season?
We haven't had 5 years of this podcast.
Yeah, well, I was doing it every time I would change music or art. We would have a new season as well. I would do it. So
now we're not changing the art. I don't think.
I'm really, really happy with our logo now.
Yeah, I think it fits.
Yeah, I really like it a lot. So yeah, new music in there. I haven't even showed it to E or Robbie or anybody yet.
Mm-hmm.
I just made it
It's
and
a secret.
I did it. So you'll have to listen tomorrow. I've lied. I've showed it to 3 people.
Your wife.
2 people at work and then my wife. Fun story with that.
Uh-huh.
I made a whole different one, actually. I spent like 2.5, 3 hours just like getting it all together and like how I thought it was in my head. And I was like, okay, yeah, this is pretty cool. Like I like what this is doing. And I show it to Liz. She's like, I mean, yeah, it's good. It's very different from your old stuff, your old intros. Kind of sounds like a marching band. And I listened to it again. I was like, son of a bitch, that does just sound like a fucking marching band, doesn't it? So I changed it entirely.
Do you still have that?
Nope, I deleted it.
No.
Yeah.
I needed to hear that.
No, it would just sound like a marching band. It was like, what the fuck? What are we trying to do? This isn't high energy at all. It just sounds like we're at a parade. So,
Sophia says the seasons are there for organizational purposes. No,
not really, but
you don't really get to know what season's what, other than some have different music. Not even every season, I don't think.
No, not every season does have different music. Because some seasons have the same music, but that's when we introduced like a new logo. Because we're on our 3rd logo now.
3rd or 4th. There was one we had for a really short time.
Yeah, there was one we had for a very, very short time. Yeah, I think we might be on our 4th now, actually. 4th and final. We finally got there.
Yeah.
I'm really, really happy with the new intro because I feel like it's like
Fun.
snappy and like fun. Yeah. I feel like our last intro for last year was like, I liked it, but it was like weird. It was a really weird intro. I admit that. Yeah. So that's
sad
cool.
I don't get to hear the marching band.
I'm not.
Come on, you could have kept it for just archival purposes.
Like there was literally trombones in
like,
there. I had
content.
the main thing of it was snare rolls. It was a whole thing, man. It was ridiculous. So yeah, the episode that comes out tomorrow is, I wanted to start out the new year with a bang for our new episodes. So we did 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri, which I think was a really good episode, and I think we had a really fun time actually recording it as well. I think the energy was really good for the whole thing. It was a good time, really good time. Definitely go listen.
You went on so many tangents.
We did, but I think it was good. It was good tangents.
Good tangential.
The 3 of us hadn't been in front of a mic in a room for a while, so that was nice. Anyway, if people want to find our live stuff or our archive or whatever, wherever they're watching this, or they want to find our podcast in some of the places, where can they do that?
You can follow our Linktree. It's in the chat now, and it's below the game. linktr.ee/LOIP gives you a link to all our social medias, our listen medias, and our watch medias.
It's true.
It's all there.
All of it's there. Our archive
stuff.
stuff.
Have social media, and it sure lets you know when stuff happens.
It really does tell you when things happen. That's the nice part about it. Is we do things, and sometimes there's a schedule on our Twitch, and sometimes that just doesn't work out like that way at all, and even a little bit. So it's actually kind of good to have us either on Facebook or on Twitter, just so you kind of get that notification of when we're going live and whatnot.
Do it now before Twitter goes down.
Give it a month. It's gonna not be Twitter anymore.
It's going real bad.
Going real bad. So yeah, that's fun. Thank you for joining me for another act of Kentucky Route Zero.
Yeah.
Everybody out there in chat, thank you guys, Zafoon, King Oryx, Sam, who was hanging out there for a while, a couple people who I saw enter and then leave. Thank you all so much. It's really fun having that interaction with everybody and just kind of hanging out with some people, enjoying the night. So yeah, thank you all so much. Have a great evening, King Oryx. Have a great evening, Zafoon. Everybody out there, if you're watching the archive, thank you. Have a great whenever you're watching this. We'll see you guys real soon. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.